Hello, Duncan Nemans. This is Superintendent Tom Deighan again with a quick update. We're just about to enter our learning enrichment phase after the closures, and that's going to be from now until the end of school. It starts tomorrow on April 6th. And I wanted to give you some information as we do. Number one thing is if we have any questions or needs, who do we contact and how do we get a hold of you? That information will be at the end of the slide and we will share that with you. A few questions that we've had that I've also, it's on our Facebook page and our website, a little information for parents regarding how to do the transition. About the fact where your grades are real quick. Your grades are where you left them in March 12th. And if unless they need to improve them, or unless they were failing, the grades won't change. That's the grades. But it's important to participate in the learning enrichment because at this time, it looks like it could be 5 months or so before we come back to school. And so by the time we get back, God willing, in August, it's important that students maintain their edge, maintaining their learning, and also with the programs that have been provided by the district and with the assistance of your teachers, you'll have an opportunity to make sure you catch some of those skills that you would have caught by the end of the year. After all, we're going to start in a higher grade and higher classes next year, and we don't want anybody to be behind. The biggest question, of course, is how in the world am I going to get my student enrolled, or or if I'm a student, how am I going to get enrolled? Well, you'll be contacted just like you've normally been for everything else. Each school has a little bit of different method. Principals, teachers will be reaching out to you. It's important that if you don't hear from somebody by the end of the day, Monday or early Tuesday, that you reach out to all of us. And of course, I'll have that information for you at the end of this presentation. What I'd like to do real quickly is show you the website that they've worked really hard to prepare, duncanps.org. And if you go to the school website, if you go to the home page, if you look there, and this is our home page, if you look at the home page, you just look at the top and it says distance learning at the top. Also, you have the Duncan Learns click, but you can click on either one of those. And if you go to the page, you'll see if you scroll down, they have everything identified by grade level. Pre-K has several platforms. And remember, these platforms may be new to you parents, but the students have either been using them or have used programs very similar to those. How you get into them and how you log in, that will be sent to you by your principals. And if you don't hear something, like I said, by the beginning of Tuesday, reach out to us and we'll get you connected. If you need a device, we'll get you connected. If you need internet, we'll get you connected. K through 5th, Study Island is the main one, and most students have used that in those grade levels. And then in the high school, Odysseyware and some other opportunities there. Again, most students have either used the platform or they're familiar with some similar platforms. So just like with your iPhone at home, if you have any doubt, just ask your kid and they will help you get through that pretty quickly. One of the things that we're going to be, if you need to contact your parent, if you look right here, they click here to find Duncan Public Schools email addresses, and you can let anybody's name in there and you can see how to get a hold of them. Even the superintendent is in there, so you can search for me and there you'll find it. So if you, for some reason, don't have your email address for your principal or somebody else, please use that. And in addition to that, they've added some other resources, and I have a feeling we're going to add a lot more resources as this goes through over the next month or two. But there's FAQ for families. It's even translated into Spanish, and of course, all Google web pages have an opportunity to be translated into any language. But supplemental platforms and resources, there really is enough information and resources to do just about anything you would like to do. Now, before we close, I want to show you a couple of things that are going on in the district. Of course, this is our district feeding program. The last couple of weeks, I want you to know our administrators have been handling that, and they've done an amazing job. But we're going to have other staff step in beginning Monday. We only feed on Monday and Wednesday, and that's in order to reduce contact. But on Monday, you'll receive 2 days meals, and on Wednesday, you'll actually receive 2 days meals plus enough for the weekend. So please, Mondays and Wednesdays, and if you go to the Facebook page, it'll tell you what days at which site, Monday and Wednesdays and which times. The other day we had Feed the Children show up with in cooperation with Life's Hope, and they brought us a truckload of food. Had so much food we didn't know we were going to store it, and I'm not sure if we used it, but the Simmons Center did offer us some help and some storage. So thank you everybody who made that happen. Plato Elementary is one of the sites I visited this week, and I saw their teachers have done a cool I don't know if that is a montage, but sometimes I forget words, so please forgive me. But all the teachers said their message, and it was just as it's similar to their parade they did. The kids just love to see that. Over to the side, though, you'll notice this isn't just them, but this is some Kids Bop, and they kind of suggested that. For their students, but I want to put the Plato challenge out there. I would just love to see Plato teachers and Principal Peters doing some Kids Bop dancing. Maybe that'll spark a competition between among all the elementary schools. And who knows, maybe we could see Mr. Strutton and Mr. Hampson doing some Kids Bop dancing. I would love to see that. And I think that would make everybody happy. And then we have Emerson Elementary, and again, working in their pajamas and playing in the dirt. Both are two things that everybody is all kids should be playing in the dirt more, and there are a lot of people hanging out in their pajamas nowadays. But here we have, it was Queen's birthday. If you've been to Emerson, everybody knows Queen, she's a beloved custodian. And even though school was closed, everybody had an opportunity to celebrate with her for her birthday. As I wrap this up, I know the number one thing that you're going to need over the next few days is how do you get a hold of us? Unfortunately, we're not able to be in the buildings, and we're not able to man the phones because the State Department has said no. So what we've done you can email each your principal or your teacher, any of us. We'll get you the right information. That information is on the webpage. It's also on the distance learning page that I just showed you. If you have any doubts about that and you don't know who to reach, just email questions@duncanps.org. And then if all else fails, you can email me and I will get you to the right person. My email address is at the bottom of every webpage. You can also click on these at the Facebook page. You could leave a Facebook page as well. If you know somebody that doesn't have internet access, tell them to call the central office. We're checking those messages every day. So there are several ways to get a hold of us. We're all learning through this, so I do ask you all to just be patient with us as we work through this and figure out all the great things that are going on. That pretty much wraps up my presentation, the information I wanted to share with you. Again, if any doubt, just reach out and ask us. We will help you. We'll get the information to you. As always, I want you to know it's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to be your superintendent. We want to make sure this is a special time, and it can be. Thank you, parents, for your patience, and thank you for all you're going through for our children. But I do promise you at the end of this, we're going to have a better school district. We're going to have a stronger community. And I think our kids, we can help them remember this as a special time. If you need anything, let us know. But other than that, I want to tell you all, God bless you. Be careful and be safe.